into this. Greetings yet again. Greetings yet again, my friends. I'm just making sure everything's rolling. Can you hear me? Because, you know, the things.
Can you hear me?
And I think I want to turn me down because it sounded like crap earlier when I was in the playback. Yeah, that was super. Why is that so loud? Here, let me turn it down even more. Okay, and then you want to go and say something, Deborah.
How are you guys doing today? What are you up to?
Let us say hello to Lisa Acker, Mary Alice, Gianna, Anna Moret. Hello. Be creative. How are you? Craft by Jay. Hello, sir. Okay.
Anna's there somewhere.
Yes, she is. And then Marguerite Francis.
Marguerite, hello. It's been a while since we saw you. Anna's there somewhere.
Okay, mine is still really loud. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down just a little bit more. But it's 82. It's 82 degrees, Mr. J. That's terrible. Okay. You know, I don't even know what temperature it is. It's 72. Marguerite Francis says, I usually lurk. 28 Celsius for all of those wanting to know what 82 is.
Well, I got my both my fans going in my room because I'm feeling hot.
Hot. Drop it like it's hot. Jenny G, hello. So if the power goes out again, that's it. It's done. I'm done. Because okay. I'm not playing around. They're not playing around either. They're trying to fix it. So a couple of years ago, we heard this terrible crash.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody had run into the pole right there. So I called the cops. You know, the power people showed up and everything. Today we're driving home, and a couple of blocks down, it's taped off. The power guy is there with his flashy lights, and lo and behold, somebody crashed into another pole because they use this street like a dang runway. They have no sense whatsoever. So yeah, and I think that's why the power went out. I think they adjusted, or they're getting a new pole in. Whatever they're doing their thing. But anyways, I got some paintbrushes and some watercolors while I was shopping for watercolor stuff in the dark. You guys, I was shopping in the dark. But I want to try. I picked our bright colors. I need to get these to stop floating around. You know what I mean? They just doing whatever they want to do. They're heathens. That one is hibiscus. That one is that one. That one is that one. That one is that one. See, and then they jump ship. Like, that is supposed to be there. But you're supposed to be... Nope, that's 21. Oh, there's 14. Where's 15?
That like me. I got the YouTubes on.
You got the YouTubes on?
Yeah, and I die-cutted my typewriter. And, I mean, I don't have much in my recycling bin, but I forgot. Now I'm digging through my recycling bin for the parts that I put in here from the typewriter.
Well, you know you're not supposed to throw anything away until glue dots. Genius. J. Where are those? I just had those. I had to move them. Where did I move them to? Right here. Zots by Thermoweb. It's a great idea, Jay. Let's booger dot these suckers down because they just do whatever they want. And it's kind of frustrating. Like, don't do whatever you want. You can't. But you need to go there. Do. Oops. Genius. Jay, why didn't I think of this? I've got these. I don't use these. Maybe they'll stay put. Oops. This one jumped ship. This one's like, nope, I'm not hanging out with you, lady. I think I put it in upside down. Chrissy Rice suggested. Oh, that's nice. Bitty Pitty did something to hers, too. I can't remember what she did to hers. Because she was having issues with... She wanted to put them in, like, one container or something. I can't remember. Bitty Pitty did something with hers. Jana says... Have y'all seen the new Big Shot?
No.
I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
Is it a bigger Big Shot? Is it a better Big Shot because it closes up? Like, that's one thing I wasn't buying, was a Big Shot, because it didn't close up.
Yeah, these two machines take up a lot of space. I would have loved for mine to have closed up.
Right. And then you can glue magnets to them. I don't know if I want to do that. I like these little containers, so I don't mind. But I just don't want them, like, the way I store them on their sides. And so they just flop around.
Okay, where's my other typewriter? Where'd it go?
Jenny and Jay are both use magnets. You guys, if you are a person that does palettes for specific things, I just use whatever's there. And today we're using tropicals because I want to practice. We should practice first. Let's get a sheet and practice first, and then we'll make a postcard. We'll make a pretty postcard. I saw a technique by one of my peoples that I love to follow. We're going to throw that one away. And we're going to throw that one away because those are hideous. One of the watercolor ladies I follow, she was doing this. And I was like, I want to try that. Let's get a piece of watercolor just for practice. We don't need a big watercolor pad. That's a big one. I just said we didn't need a big one. And you're trying to give me big ones. Ooh, you know what? Let's try Strathmore, because I haven't used this. It's a big one, but we don't care because, well, I've never used it, and we're going to try it. 24 sheets. That's never been opened. Look at us. Oh, my goodness. You have a few too many. Is it too many? Oh, look. Oh, I don't have to rip them apart. Which is a plus and a curse. Because now I've got loose watercolor sheets that may get ruined. We're going to cut it down because it is 9 by 12. It won't fit. It won't fit. Watercolors do last forever, right? I have a palette that was my mom's, and it's well used. It is well used palette, and I just have it because it's nice. But yeah, it's an olden. And then I bought all of these little ones, and I like them because then I just pick one. Like if I'm doing dirt or something. If we make dirt, I just pull out the ones that I think will be fun to work with. And today we're doing tropicals because I want to do floors. We're going to do floors.
Fleurs.
Shopping adventures. Okay, so if you guys are on Discord, you can join us on Discord, and we post things over there. We have rooms to post all sorts of fun stuff. Okay, so
the dyes I just used were the Tim Holtz. What's the name?
Tim Holtz.
Noteworthy. Wait, no. Hold on. There's more to it. Oh, it's the Vault. Noteworthy. And I use the die cut that cuts out the piece of paper.
Isn't that the cutest?
Yeah, I was using. So that's why I was using this to check this. And it's perfect. It's perfect for this typewriter.
Oh, nice. That's nice. Christy J.
No guessing.
Jay says Chrissy Rice empty palettes are really fun. I don't know if I've watched anything by Chrissy Rice. Can you post in the inspiration? Craft by Jay says my BFF Tim. Is he your BFF?
He's my BFF. You can't hit the. No, he's mine. You can't have him.
Aw, Jenny G says my Gramps gave me a set of watercolors when I was little. I still have them. Well used. 49 years old. That's awesome.
Wow.
The cutest date with Deborah and Tim and ECR and Simon. Simon could be my child, you guys, because he is 23 years old and my son is 21. And my son at one point did say, "Oh, your other kid?" I'm like, "No." But kinda. We just want to support him. Support. Okay, so first things first, she used an angled brush, but she said you could use any brush. And she said, spritz, give them a spritz, because you need to wake them up. Because I would just get my brush and then dab. And what they're saying is when you get them wet and wake them up, it's going to release more intense colors. And then we're going to get our brush, and I'm going to get a rag because you never know, I might have too much stuff. So we're going to get a rag and everything. And we're going to load up the brush with some yellow. I can't remember if the tip of the brush had the center color. We're going to find out here on our practice sheet. So we got yellow on the tip. And then we're going to do red on the back side. I don't know. I don't know these things. And I just drug that right through some water. My bad. Okay, and then we put the center down, and then we squiggle. We put the center down, and then we squiggle. Oh my gosh. We load up the tip, we load up the back, and then we put it down, and then we squiggle. That one's not a very good one. But look it. Okay, that was fun. So, dirty water. That really stained that. Clean water. Dab it off a little. Tip in the yellow. Backside in the red. tip down and squiggle. Dirty water, yellow, red, tip down, and squiggle. Tip down. That one, I fucked that one right up. Oh. You guys, sorry. Sorry, I forget where I'm at. My apologies. I have a foul mouth. And today's been a day. It's been a nice day, though. That one is kind of interesting, but we want to do better. And she did turn the paper, so let's remember to turn the paper. Red in the backside, yellow on the tip. Put it down and wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Clean the brush. Do we clean the brush or do we just get more water? Yellow, red. Turn the paper. Tip down and wiggle. Add some more. Tip down and wiggle. That one's interesting. I like that. Quarter in the jar. Right? Okay. I like that one and I like that one. They're just interesting, right? They're watercolors, right? So we're going to do the back, the tip. I think I wiggle better this way. Or I'm just imagining things. I'm probably imagining things. Maybe I'm wiggling the wrong way. Maybe I need to put the base down. No. Okay. Down and wiggle. Down and wiggle. Yeah. Okay. We're going to put those on. We're going to go down and wiggle. It's kind of fair. I think you can. Okay, so I try not to swear on the YouTubes only because the audience is different. The audience is different, right? Twitch.
We're a bunch of sailors and truck drivers.
Right. So, and they're gamers. And you know, they's all potty mouths. So, over on the Twitch, I don't worry so much. And on TikTok, the lives aren't saved. So, yeah. But on the YouTubes, I have a different audience here. And I try to respect that of them. You know, this would be a good bud, right? So if we did green in the center and then our color, it would be a bud. Oh, I like that. So we could do our buds with green, and then we're going to try and do these. I want to practice a little bit more, because that's what we're doing. It's called practice for a reason. I'm not sure how they get...
Well, that is so cool.
Your typewriter or that wood piece?
The wood piece, the crackle. That's freaking cool.
Are you going to drag an ink thingy over it so that it's darker and lighter and all that fun stuff?
Yeah.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. Like to see you wiggle wiggle for sure. You reminded me of that song. I need we need a thing in the thing so we can share songs because I don't know. My money don't wiggle wiggle it or jiggle jiggle, it folds. I wish my money folded. It definitely there's like no sound. My money is like what was that? See, I like this one much better. I like that softer thing. So I just gotta figure out that push. What does that Tim Holtz glaze stuff do? Are you talking about... Please hold. I gotta remember which department it went.
So this is the Tim Holtz glaze.
Which glaze is that?
I have...
Oh, yeah, the distress glaze?
Yeah, I have vintage photo right now.
No. That's embossing glaze. That's different.
Well, what glaze is she talking about?
That would be Mr. Craft by J. So there's micro glaze. And the micro glaze is really cool stuff. So the micro glaze, it looks like Vaseline, honestly. It does. It looks like Vaseline. So you get a little bit out and you don't need much. You can do a foam dome and blend it around. You can do whatever, but you take it, okay, make sure your stuff is dry, right? So these are dry, but if you put it on, okay, put it on, it kind of makes it a little bit vibrant, right? And then you can buff it out. Okay, now this is the important stuff, especially if you're doing like watercolor on postcards. If you do a watercolor, you can cover the whole postcard, and this is what happens. Okay, I'm gonna get a clean brush. I'm gonna get clean water, okay? And I'm gonna put water on this, and you see that? So if this went through the mail and it got rained on, that's what's gonna happen. Sorry. Let me clean that brush. Now, we've got glaze on this one. Are you ready? It'll cause it to bead up. And not necessary. Everything's got to be dry though. You saw, I did not let that dry. I didn't let it dry. But it becomes a resistant. So it doesn't let your stuff move around as much. But you got to let it dry. You can't do the test like I did. But even in a not dry state, you seen, right? You seen what I did. So yeah, it just puts a barrier, and you can even like run this through a stencil, like rub it in some areas and then do some sprays, and then you have like this invisible shield.
Like a resist.
Yeah, or you can use your masking fluid, you know, if you're not worried about things moving around. But yeah.
Yeah, it's my brain is not with me this evening, but I forget Jennifer McGuire's friend. He would do envelopes and cards for people. So the envelopes would match the card, and she would use the glaze to put on top of the envelope and seal everything she did. She would make the envelope fancy too.
Right.
So if it rained, it wouldn't get, ruined.
So leaves, they're using a round brush and they press and then they lift. And then we draw a little point if it doesn't do what we want. Press and lift. Press and lift. I don't like those. Why is mine not coming out as nice as hers? Press. Press and flick. Press and flick. Oh, that was a nice one. Press and flick. Press and flick. Those are nicer. Those are nicer. I like those. So we're going to do... Oh, that's fun too. Press and flick. Because she did some fatter ones. She just... Press and flick. Press and flick. That was not good. That needed more water. Press and flick. Press and flick. Press.
And one more. And two more.
And two more. I know. Wiggle featuring Snoop Dogg. My husband and I were just talking about what he could put on his watercolor and gouache paintings. Oh, he does gouache. Yeah, you wrote ganache, but gouache. Gouache is a hard one to spell, but we know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Ganache is just yummy.
Yes, but you don't want it in your painting.
No.
No.
It will bring unwanted critters.
Press. Oh, that was not it. Not it. There was... Let's try that again. Press and lift. So if I do a press and lift and then... I don't know. They make it look so easy, but that is why we practice. Because we don't know. Maybe my brush is all wrong. Press and lift. Press, 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 and flick. I kind of like that, but that is not what we're going for. Press and flick. Press and flick.
And lick.
Not lick, flick. Psycho. Okay, we're going to try it again. We're going to press. Oh, that was a nice one. Press and pull. I think I like that one too. I like that one. So we're going to go in here. We're going to grab our water and then we're going to press and pull. Okay.
Okay.
Press and pull. Ooh, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. I think we can do a postcard now. It's not going to be fabulous, but it'll be like better than practice, maybe. We're just going to go for it, you guys. And when this dries, we can practice on the backside. Okay, we're going to practice on the backside, but we're going in for our postcard, and I think we should tape it off. I think we should tape it off so we have a border, but we need to put it on a thing so we can rotate it, because we got to rotate. Rotator. Oops. I got magnets. Magnets! I got all the boards. I got all the ports. I have... Okay, do we... Yes. Oh, this one broke? No, there's foam. Is there foam? Yeah, there's supposed to be foam there. I haven't used this guy in a long time. Here's another use it or lose it thing. We're bringing back this thing. And then we could put that there and rotate it around. That'll be nice. Blossom! Hello, hello. Okay, so we have this, so I can rotate it around, which looks like I'll be able to keep you guys there. But we're going to tape that down. Tape it down, tape it down.
I want to ask if anybody has the scrapbook.com. Would it be a rubber mat? No.
Mixed media mat?
Yeah, mixed media mat. Like, is it silicone maybe? Mixed media mat. Yeah, it's really big.
That is our crafty friend Deborah from Canada. Not to be confused with Debbie J from Florida. This is Deborah from Canada. Canada. She hangs out with me on the second Saturday of the month for Two Crafty Girls. And she hangs out with me every Friday for Twitchies. Twitchy Fridays. Jay says I have it, but don't. It doesn't sound like he's used it. Okay, so we have that. We have our watercolors. Watercolors. We're going to hose them down again. We're going to clean that brush because I don't think I did. Possibly did. I don't know. So we're gonna do our flowers first. Messy palette. Hi Di. Thanks for popping back in. We did some trial runs. I'm trying a new technique. They don't look perfect, but we're gonna slap them on here. We're gonna slap them on our postcard, which we have framed off. So when we're all done being crazy, we will have the thing. So it's not like a mat per se. It is for like mixed media stuff. You're supposed to be able to work on it and stuff. It's more like a surface protector or a combo of both maybe. I don't know, you guys. Okay, and then so we're gonna we have an angled brush because that's what she used. And for the life of me, she's the other one that I follow. I follow two watercolor girls. They're friends on the TikToks and stuff. And they're super, super informative. But I think they're on Instagram too. Following. I can't remember. Oh gosh. I really need to remember their names. It's gonna really unhinge me now that I can't think of it. I follow so many people. Oh my gosh. A dream A Dream is her friend. A Dream a Day. Is that her? Andrea. But it's the other one. Because Andrea, A Dream a Day, she likes circles and her friend likes squares. And they had a circle and square off. It was kind of funny. I know I follow them, but because I don't know the names and the 400 and some people I follow. Oh my gosh. Is there no searchy button? Way at the top. See, there's Andrea, A Dream or... What is it? A Dream or a Day Art. Let me see if I can find the circle battle. That might be a little bit easier. Or not. She does beautiful stuff too. They both do beautiful stuff. Nope. I don't know. You guys, she's in here somewhere. When I see her again, I'll post it on the Discords. Because I know. Where's her circle battle? I probably scrolled right past it because I can. Okay, and then is it maybe have art in the title? There's Andrea Nelson art. Of course not. Why would it be there? Oh my gosh. You guys, it's terrible following. Zaxi Whippa! See, there she is. Oh, here she is. Lacey. Curious Watercolors and Art. It's Lacey. That's who she is. But I watched her do a thing playing with the brushes. And it probably was an old one. But she is the one where this is the technique that I'm trying. She's really talented. I think they post the same stuff on Instagram. But I don't know. But it's Lacey. Lacey Curious Watercolor and Art. She's doing a series about taking less than 10 minutes to do a thing. Yes, you guys, I had to find it. I had to find Lacey. Did yogurt and black apples or Granny Smith apples? What? Abraham says, oh no, I didn't know we were back, but that's okay. You're here. Peanut butter. Oh, you know what I had the other day, you guys? We were at Sam's Club and they had some M&Ms on sale, and don't listen, Deborah, you're not gonna like it. But they were peanut butter and jelly M&Ms.
No way.
Peanut butter and jelly. My son doesn't really like them, but the sweet part, the jelly part, is really weird, and I cannot pinpoint the flavor. It's bizarre. But yeah, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly.
Wow.
What did you eat for dinner? I made a pound and a half of hamburger, teak smothered in peppers, onions, and homemade. Oh, that sounds really good, Blossom. We have a Karen in the house? What? Who is Karen McCoy? I don't see it. Wait. Are you doing a Karen McCoy? Koi. No, I don't know who that is. Girl defined. I ate apples. Oh, Jane went apple picking today. How fun. Di just had breakfast. The girl's just getting woke up. Yeah, Anna Moret says, I follow 1,750 people on TikTok. Girl, that's insane. You have her watercolor book and you haven't tried it yet? What? You'll have to let me know. Try it. The Messy Palette said, ew. What? No, they were good. Okay, where was I? We're gonna go back to this because we practiced a little, and we're gonna try and do better ones of these on our postcard. So we're gonna get our water. We're gonna put a little bit of yellow on the tip, and then we're gonna do this color on the back side of this one, and we're gonna place and squiggle. That squiggle didn't squiggle very good. I don't think there was enough water on that. So we're going to add a little bit of water. We're going to get our yellow and our whatever color that is. We're going to turn the thingy, turn it, place it, and squiggle. And again, not fabulous. It's okay though, but it kind of still looks cute, right? Some water, the yellow, the purpley color, and rotate so we can get a good angle, and then into the tip. And we rotate. That one's not bad. Look at that. Biddy Penny's live. Yeah, I need to catch up on some people's. I was watching Dawn, and she dipped her watercolor brush in some Dawn dish soap and then into the masking fluid so that the masking fluid would wipe right off and not get stuck in her brush. And I was like, cool. What? So I bought me some jars today. I needed one because I broke the jar to my liquid leaf stuff.
Okay.
And so I got replacement jars because I need a jar for my paint thinner, which is the only thing that cleans up that liquid leaf stuff. And then I got one for the Dawn dish soap. So I'm going to put a little bit of Dawn dish soap in one so that I can do that. Plus, we can probably make bubbles with some Dawn dish soap. I need to do that bubble thing where they blow the bubbles and then they put the ink on the bubbles. And then when the bubbles pop, it does cool stuff.
Okay, I need to see that.
Oh!
I will be doing the Googles afterwards to find that.
T did it once. She blew bubbles and then put the ink on the bubbles and then put the bubbles on the paper. I don't know what video it was. It was a while ago. And then Biddy Penny had the Karen McCoy on with her. They use watercolor paint just like me? Oh, I'm definitely going to have to go watch. It's hilarious. It must be a thing. I've been obsessed. It's Jana's fault, by the way. No. You know what? You guys, not even joking. After watching Dawn, I'm doom scrolling, and here comes this lady who is dipping a dip pen, a calligraphy pen, in the masking fluid and drawing with that to put the masking fluid down. So she had these fine detailed lines to do her turtles. I was like, what? So yeah, you can apparently apply masking fluid with whatever you can find it all and apply and do all the things. So we're going for our yellow. We're gonna go, let's do an orange one because that sounds fun. And then we're gonna put our little thing down and then squiggle Oh, that one's nice. Look at that. We're going to get our water. We're going to get the yellow, the orange, and then we're going to rotate, and we're going to put it in the center, and then we're going to squiggle. Oh, that one's okay. It's okay. They don't have to be perfect, you guys. Get our yellow, get our orange, and then we're going to come and we're going to squiggle. Oh, that's nice. That was a nice squiggle. I'm just going to dab a little bit in there, right there. That one's turning out really good. Oh, look at that one. Clean our brush. We're going to go in for a different color. We're going to do this yellow.
That was pointless.
And that one. And then we're going to go in the center. That one was a nice one. Center. That was a nice one too. Dang, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I kind of like that one. It's kind of kooky. It's kind of kooky. Get some water. Which one was I using? I think this one and then this one.
Oh, I know you see me doing all the die cutting and everything, but this is what my plan was. So I want to do a 5x7, and this would be the typewriter. And you saw that piece of paper that I die cut. And I wanted to put, I was looking for maybe some rub-on letters.
Ooh, that would be fun.
But I might have to use the teeny tiny, if I have them, fonts, die cut or die fonts that Tim Holtz has. I don't know if I have them, but I'll look. But I wanted to put Dear Santa, I Can Explain. and then, so the crackle, I wanted that to be like the table of the typewriter. And then find the correct size of mug to fit here. I've got two picked out.
Right.
To see if it'll fit. And then up here, I was going to put the banner, not a banner, but like the garland. Like this one's, for instance, you can see how it goes like this. Well, I have nice. This, yeah, but I also have the smaller one too, but we'll see which one works out the best and for the size. So it could be either this garland or that one. I'm not sure yet. And then so the actual oh yeah, and up here I have the small stencil for snowdrift. So I was going to put that on the top as well.
Nice. Snowdrifts.
And yeah, in the back of the actual card itself, I was going to use some music notes. Like not all of this. I was just going to rip some and put some down.
Right.
A couple of corners, because you're not going to see a lot of it. Like I was thinking of maybe here and maybe some right here. Just has a background of it. But I'm going to use aged mahogany. And then ground espresso for the actual outside part of it. You probably won't even see it up here, but I'm going to use it on the bottom anyway, bottom and sides.
Lots of goodies.
Yeah, lots of goodies.
Be Creative says that's going to be cool. I agree. Okay. And then I should have done that with a green base. That's okay. I wasn't thinking. And then we're going to do a green base in this. And then we're going to do like a little bud. that works. Sort of. It sort of works. Okay. We're going to do that and that. And then we're going to do that and that. For our little buds. Little buds! Buds! We're going to do that and that. That one didn't pick up my color very good. There. I don't really like that one, but it's there. It's what happened. Now we need some leaves. Leafery! We practiced. We practiced push and pull. Push and flick. Well, they're not consistent, but we're going to give them a whirl. And I think we're going to do a mix of greens, because I like the dark green, but it's a little bit too dark. So we're going to grab some of this green here. And then we're going to grab some of the lighter green, because I want it dark, but not like too dark. I think that. And then we're going to push and pull. Push and pull. We'll let those dry, and then we're going to get some more, and we're going to push and pull. And push and pull. Oops, we dropped, so we're going to put one there. Push and pull. That one's not bad. Push and pull. They're not bad, but they're not great either. But for my first ones, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. Oh, I like that one. That one turned out nice. Melissa K, hello, hello. So my push and pulls aren't too, it's a weird thing to get used to. It's a weird thing to get used to. But I like it. I like it.
Look at you, pretty flowers.
Thank you. There, that looks more like a bud. It's not bad. It's not bad. And then we can go in, and I have my metallics. So we're going to get metallic-y because, well, that's what they're there for, right? These ones here on the little papers, these are handmade ones. I got them off the internet. I bought them with these. These are handmade watercolors. I can't remember who I bought them from, but on the Instagrams and stuff, there's people that make watercolors, and they're glorious. It's fun to watch, too. Watch them make the watercolors, because they smoosh it around with the molding thing on their table, and it's just pretty. So we're going to get that wet and let that set a second. And then we're going to do this one, I think, as well. We're going to get that one wet for a minute. And maybe this one. Maybe this one. We're going to activate them a little bit. You shared Karen's channel. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, you asked what brushes I was using. So it's an angled brush for this one that I was using, and I used a 14. So they made really big petals. If you used a smaller angled brush, you would make smaller petals. And then I just used this roundy brush. This one's a 12 for those petals. And again, if you use a smaller brush, you can get smaller petals. Leaves. 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 Petals. We got you. We got you, peeps. We got you, peeps. Okay. So let's do some splatter. Okay. Oh, I like that. That's nice. And then this guy, we're going to do our centers with. Center. That works. That works because those are the little babies. Mr. Simon Hurley, hello, hello. There it is. Oh, our first watercolor technique doing this technique where we put the two colors and swiggle wiggle wiggle. Swiggle wiggle wiggle.
Hi, Simon.
I'm going to dry it a second before I try and pull it up because there are some water drops that are still watery. How are you doing, Mr. Simon Hurley?
It was I that was asking if your mother helped you with videoing yesterday. But you told me you did it all by yourself.
Which, by the way, Mr. Simon Hurley, when you're recording, I swear sometimes you change the scene without using your fingers. Like, how does that happen? Do you have a special thing that's really close where you don't have to go and click a thing? The click a thing, like, I don't know. I was like, how does he just transition the things? I swear his hands don't move to do them. It's magical. Yeah, Simon says, it's a solo endeavor.
Yeah, yesterday, like when I was watching you on Scrapbook.com Fest, I thought it was funny because the ink pad that you had just was less, like, it was different, like done. There was no moving it. It was just gone. Different, instantly a different color.
So he has a foot pedal. That's insane.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. I am not gonna invest in one of those because we don't change scenes up here. We don't change scenes. I just hang out up there in the corner. But you guys, look at our cute little border. Should we pin our border? Like draw pin marks and frame. Look at how adorbs that is. Why does it look so much better without the tape? It's like magic. We remove the tape and it actually looks like a piece of work. A piece of artwork. That's handy. No pun intended, right? It's handy. It's footy. Make footers. You thought it was something maybe he steps on? Because I wasn't the only one that wondered. Because in his chats, people were like, what? How is that? It's like the Wizard of Oz, right? Oh my goodness, you guys, look at, I'm really happy with this. Oh, look at the shiny shines. Oh, look at, yes. Oh, see, Mary Alice came out of lurking just to tell me, yes, add the pin marks.
Yeah. And I think because Simon's here.
I don't want too thin. I think we want a thick. Do we want a thick? Mid. Let's go in the mid. Where's the other one? Are you mid? Are you not too thin and not too thick? Which one is smaller? Yeah, this one. We're going with this one. Oops. That one goes to you.
Do I have everything cut now?
I don't know. Do you have everything cut now? Oops. It's trying to take my thing. Okay, I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna freehand it. It's not supposed to be perfect like our whimsical little flowers. Let me know if you guys are gonna try little whimsically flowers. Oh my goodness, look at that. We did it. We framed one side. Let's get to the other. I need to move those. I'm so nervous about touching it, you guys. Oh, look at that. And I think it needs a little dashity and a little dashity because we like dashities on our lines.
And no, I'm not. I need a lighter brown.
Consistently inconsistent. Yeah. I'll sign up for that. Okay, and then down. And just like fussy cutting and driving, it looks like I did a pretty straight line. Now, the pin, it's running, but I'm not looking where the pin's at. I'm looking where I need to go with the pin. So the pin is about here, but I'm looking up here to these flowers to see where I need to go. So I look at the pin and I see, but then I'm going to look up to this flower and then the next flower and the next flower and the end of that. So if you're having troubles, and see, it can be a little wonky, it's okay. But if you look where you need to be and not where you're at, I know. I put a lot of pressure on my hand. It helps stabilize. So yes, you guys can do all the things, even with shaky digits. Okay, so there it is. There it is. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I wonder if the glaze, do we know if the glaze will move the metallic? I want to put glaze on this, but I'm afraid of the metallic. Do we do it anyways? If we ruin it, we'll just do another one. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to pull some out. And I'm getting quite a bit this time because we're doing the whole card. And we're going to start right down here. Oh, I think it's okay. We're gonna lock these little dots into place. I'm like, I don't know. Finger tools. Finger tools, you guys. Oops. Well, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. And it does make it a little bit on the shiny side, so there is that. But look, it didn't, and I don't know if it's because I did it really slow or what, but there it is. And then we'll just wipe that off. We'll get a little towel and buff it out. This is the Distress Glaze. Micro Glaze. And Watercolor Community has stuff like this. Okay, Watercolor Community does have a medium that will set your watercolors. Okay. You can dedicate a foam dome blender to this. You can dedicate just a rag, a paper towel. And then you have literally locked it, but leave it to dry, and then it's locked in, and you can send it through the post, and if it gets rained on, it won't move as much. It won't move. Those colors would make a great phoenix too. Yeah, I don't know how to draw a phoenix, but it would. Look at how pretty it is. And it's got a nice little shine to it. But yeah. And then it will just dry.
You do have phoenix feathers.
I do. And I haven't used it yet. I have not done my Simon Hurley class, but I will. Mary Alice has a dedicated microfiber cloth. This is my Mary Alice rag. It's got a magnet in it, and I love it. I just have it hanging over here for when I lose my other rags. Okay, what time is it? It's 8:43. Should I do another? What was her other one that she was doing? Did I send it to somebody to watch? I don't even know. Probably not.
Well, I have not eaten dinner, as per usual.
Oh, this one's a cactus. She's doing a cactus in this one. That looks like fun. Should we do a cactus? She's just making wibbles. Oh, look at that. We're going to put a like, and we're going to share this to Discord. Inspiration videos and images, and we're going to send it over there. We're going to do the cactus next.
Okay.
And then if you're gonna go eat, that's okay. You can go eat. I'm just gonna do a postcard cactus.
Postcard?
Yeah, that was a postcard flowers, and now I'm doing a postcard cactus. And I like her postcard cactus. And that's Leslie. Curious Watercolor and Art. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to tape it down. Can we tape it down with the tape that we already used? I don't know. Let's find out. Because why not, right? There's a little bit of black on this. I don't know what that is.
Okay, well, all my die cutting is done now.
Yay! Then it's just assembly time, right?
Yeah.
Di says, me on my phone, watching you on your phone, watching someone painting and watching their phone. Yeah? You got, yeah? It's okay. It's okay. Oh, and look, we're reusing our masking tape. I do believe that this particular masking tape, you guys, I think I got it at the Dollar Tree. It's nothing fabulous. Watercolor paper is a little bit more sturdier. However, when you're it doesn't matter what tape, even your mint tape, which I love, and I've never had issue with the mint tape, But you have to start it slow, because even though you've never had issues or whatever, your paper might be like, have a fun day with this one, okay? So just be mindful that even though you've never had a problem, it's always good to move slow when starting your peel. Okay, so we've got this going, and we're gonna do a cactus, and she used some green colors, and we're gonna stay with our tropicals, but we're going to mix, because, okay, magnet, quit. We're gonna mix some colors into our lid, because this is not green enough, and neither is that. But I think if we put a little bit of brown, it'll change it a little bit. It'll be fine. So we're gonna grab a bunch of this green, just roll it in there, because we've got a lot of cactus to put in, so we're gonna get a lot. Okay, we're gonna clean our brush so that we can get some of this, and again, we're loading it up. Load it up and truck in. And then we're gonna get a touch of brown, not a ton, just a touch. And then we're gonna test this green. And we want to test it because if we don't like it, we can change it. And then we don't like it. So we're gonna add more brown for our cactus. And then we're gonna test it. And I like that one. It's a little bit, I know you guys are like, it's the same. No, it's different. There's a little bit of difference in there. Trust me. I'm going to get a little bit more brown. This is going to be my cactus color. Oh, this might even be even better. Look at. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We got nice, dark, dirty green. Ooh, it's so nice. But we're going to take some of that, and we're going to moosh it over here. And we're going to stick our nail into that paint there, because that's what we do. We're going to clean our brush, and we're going to get the light green, and we're going to lighten it up just a little bit. Oh, ho, ho, look at that. Oh, that's nice. And that's going to be our center color, because hers had some light area, some dark area, and so that's what we're going to do. And we have dribbles. Do we worry about that? No, because we'll just put a cactus thing in there. So she did a big area for a cactusy bit. Look at that. There's that cactusy bit. We're going to get some water, and then I'm going to put another cactusy bit right there. And you get some water, and then I'm going to put a big cactusy bit right there. And see, we don't even mind that we're rolling into that color. We're going to catch that little dot right there. I'm going to put a big cactusy bit there. I think I'm going to extend this just a little bit. So we're going to have that, and then we're going to put a cactusy bit there. So now we can go in. Oops, it's already that time. I'll play that in just a minute. So there's that one. There's that one. And I think we need to add a little bit water down here so we can drop in our dark. Oh, look at that. Look at that, how pretty that is. Well, that's a nice. Look at our cactus. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, look at it. We're gonna add this lighter one back into the middle because it's doing a bloom kind of funny, Then we're going to add this a little bit. And I think we're going to extend this out to there. Oh, look at our little cactus. Oh, let's make it dry. Let's make it dry so we don't ruin it. Splatter when finished and make it look deliberate. Yeah, to hide our little bubbles. It's fine. It's fine. There's our little cactus. We need to dry it. Oh my goodness, this cactus is going to be so cute. And then we'll give it little bitty flowers and pokies. We're going to give it flowers and pokies. But I don't want to lose my pokies and the flowers into the wetness too much. She did. She didn't mind. Ooh, she did. But I think mine's a little too wet. So we're going to dry it a little bit. And if it's a huge puddle, you can use the corner of a rag to help dab it up. Oh, I love that. Look at how nice that is. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. So we're going to use the same brush, our nice, humongous round brush, because why? Why not? And we're going to add to the green, I know it's weird, but to the green, we're going to add a little bit of our red. A little, I mean a lot. So now this red belongs in the family because it's got some of that green in there. And then we're going to make little fluffin flowers. Oh my God, look at our fluffing flowers. Oh, you guys. What are our little fluffing flowers? I think we need one right there too. Oh my gosh. Be Creative says, I'm so impressed that you watched a few seconds of a video and were able to do what she did. Well, yeah. Sometimes. It is a pretty easy thing, right? You can tell that the center is kind of bright and then it goes dark in some areas. And then she drops her flowers in. And that's when I noticed, when I looked over, that her red bled into the green. Probably not as much as that, but this is much better. I like these ones better than those two, but it's okay. Because what we can do is kind of create a little bit of a bleed. If we dab that up a little, and then we add a little bit of green underneath it. Okay, same with this one. Like a little shadowy bit. Or dab it up because we didn't like it. Maddie! What? Snack on cacti blooms? Who does that? Your blending is really pretty, Deborah.
Thank you.
I like it. Okay, and then we're gonna, I don't know if she added little spikes. She might have. She might have. I wonder if she drew in her spikes. Let's go find out. Nope. I want to fast forward a little bit. Can we fast forward? She dried it. She's drying it after the flowers. And yes, she went in. She used white pin. White pin! That's actually really cute. Do we want to do white or do we want to do black? I don't know. Let's go put in some thingies. We got to dry it first, though. It's a delicious fruit. Interesting. Yeah, I felt like doing some watercolors today. We will still have Watercolor Wednesday next week. Right? Yeah, because this is the end of the week. So next week is Watercolor Wednesday. Hey, But this is two crafty girls, and watercolors are crafts, so bleh. This is why I like watercolor, or two crafty girls, because I can do whatever I want. So there. I do whatever I want. I do whatever I want.
Oh, I just realized something.
What?
I forgot to collage my notes. I guess I could. Oh, I wanted to collage my notes on here and then color on top.
Well, you can still do it. It'll just create a little bit more depth because you'll have the color underneath too. And then you'll blend it in. It'll look really nice. Okay, that is still wet. How do we know it's still wet, you guys? How do we know when watercolor is still wet?
Cold.
That's right. It's cold. Haha, Maddie says, I just came up from watercoloring in the craft room. Awesome. Yeah, that's right, Maddie. Maddie says, it's your channel, ECR. You can always do whatever you want. Yes. But yeah, Watercolor Wednesday. And so, Abraham, if you're still... Well, you were just there. I would assume you're still here. It is going to be Sublimation Thursday, the last Thursday, well, the fourth Thursday of the month. And Debbie J is going to be joining us on Sublimation Thursdays. 3 p.m. Eastern. I know it's a weird time, but we have other crafty friends that go live on Thursdays. Look at our cactus. I'm really happy with our cactus. I think we should draw a thingy around too. This one will be a little bit harder because there's not like things to connect to. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Paper's hot. You know what that means.
So are you.
Oh, we should have done the splatter before we pulled the tape. That's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're gonna splatter afterwards.
Fine.
I know,
Fine.
right? Everything is fine. And
Fine.
because we don't mind. Ooh, my pen is hot. Ooh, is this the one we were using? Yes, the 8. Okay, so we're gonna draw. Semi-straight line, you guys. We don't even know. And I'm gonna be aiming for like, I'm gonna aim for that dot right there. See, I just put a dot, and so I'm gonna take this line and just shoot it on up to there. And then we're gonna put a dot like right there, and then we're gonna aim to there, and then we're gonna aim down. I think I need to go over just a little bit. Ta-da! And then we're gonna do a zig and a zag. Cause sometimes I like doodlings, and this cactus feels like he needs a doodle. There. So we doodle framed him. I like that. I like to do that. Do. All right. And then, because if you touch it and it's wet, then it's still wet. Abraham, you don't want to touch it. You want to feel the backside. See if it's still cold. Okay, so I don't have a fine-tipped Posca pen white, but that's okay because we have our favorite gel pens. Do we want this gel pen? Yeah, I think this one will make good V's. Good V's. Oops, that V's, Elizabeth, not U's. There's gonna be a V going the wrong way today, you guys. Vroom vroom the wrong way. And then we're just gonna add like little century bits, but not century bits, just to give it a little bit of texture. And then some dotums, because dotums, we love dotums too. Dotums, dot 'em up, dot 'em up, dot 'em up, and lots of V's. I think we're going to go with white and black V's because I'm not happy with my white V's. This definitely could have used a Posca pin, but it's okay. It's so cute. And then we're going to use the finer tipped black one for some of our other V's. Like little tiny V's. So we can do it different than what they do, right? Because you can do whatever you want. So I've got big V's, little V's, upside down V, because we forgot what a V looked like over there for a second. There we go. Oh, we forgot dark V's in this part. Oh, our cactus is all done. Oh no, we need splatter. Splatter! We're going to do metallic splatter again because, well, it's glorious. Because why not? Oots, oots, oots. And we're going to do the bronzy one and the black one, I think, again. Clean our brush because we didn't do it before. And then we're going to get some of this juicy black splatter, which should hide that little boo-boo that we had there. Oh yeah, look at that. Oops. That's all right. It's all right. It's a boo-boo. It's okay. The ginger cat lady. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. You know, I forgot to fill out the form, ginger cat lady. I gotta get the form. Such a dork sometimes. Okay, and then we're gonna get, oh, that works. So we have two splatters. It's a bug. It went pfft. Who is your super quiet friend? That's because I don't ever shut up. That's Deborah.
It's Deborah.
It's Deborah. Deborah. I need to make a thing.
Yeah, not just Deborah, but Deborah.
That's right. It's Deborah. We
you need to make a who what?
They call it a overlay. I need to make an overlay.
And what is an overlay?
So, like, you know, on some channels, they have things that go over the videos. It, like, frames it, or it might put names on it and stuff. I need to do an overlay for us that has ECR on my side and Deborah on the other side.
Oh, okay. Because even though we sign into Zoom with our names, it's not showing.
That's right. It does not show. And I have plenty of black space on the top and the bottom to put it in there. So we're just going to dry this, and then we're going to put our glaze over the top again so that I can mail these out. Because in the US, if we put, if we mail this to somebody in the US, we can use postage. Of course you can use postage, but a special postage for postcard postage, which is just a little bit cheaper than regular postage. Oh, my nighttime raid. I gotta go raid. But that's it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed us for the most part. I had fun. Deborah got her die cutting done.
Yes, I did.
And she got some ink blending done.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
And I got the music notes down. I just need to figure out, like, this is going to be the desk, like the desktop, right?
Right.
I just need to figure out how wide I want this and how deep it will go. Because my coffee mug has to sit here somewhere.
Yeah. Bye, Maddie. Thanks for popping in.
Thinking maybe I should leave it the width it is.
It is easy to do in Restream? What? Restream does it? I have no idea how to do it in I don't know. Are you sure? I use names on my lives in Restream all the time. How do you do that? Where do you type them in Restream? Like, where do you type them? I don't see anywhere to type that stuff. But I use Streamlabs and they have a lot of resources. I just need to go play on there. But there it is, my friends. Our 2 cards from today. Our Wiggle Wiggle card. If you guys... There's the Wiggle Wiggle card. And then our cactus. The cactus was super quick. And
it's nice, too.
Yeah, even with our splatter boo-boos. Because I made a splatter boo-boo. It's okay. Oh, you guys can't really see that one. There we go. There we go. There's our little framies. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today. And thank you, Deborah, even though you're super quiet. Because I was really talkative today. I don't know why. I just need to be chatty sometimes.
That's okay. They're listening. They're listening.
Yep. But I will be back on Patterned Paper Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, you guys. For all of you Zoomy people that like crafting and zooming, or just crafting and chatting, or just chatting while we craft or clean or whatever, that is coming up on Saturday. Not today Saturday, next Saturday. Start by typing your name in the box before you go into the studio. Oh, see, I don't go into the Restream studio. That's probably why I never see it, is because I just go straight into, I set it up for Streamlabs to go into Restream. But ooh, Blossom's gonna make some cinnamon toast. Alright, my friends, have a great evening, and we will see you next time right here. Pattern Paper Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Until then, bye! Stay crafty! Stay crafty.